So unfortunately for everybody in this room, drugs and devices can go really horribly wrong. And this is the focus of our company, Pharm3r, which is a healthcare analytics company. I'm the CEO and founder. We've been in business for about 7 years, and we sell software products into the financial services sector, into medical device companies, into pharmaceutical companies, and into hospitals. So the problem is that when a drug or device is being tested in the clinic, or if an engineer has a great idea for a new stent, it looks really good. I should need to speak loudly? I think I'm yelling, but okay. Is this better? Perfect. So the problem is that in the clinic, which is clinical trials are pretty clean, very selected population, very small number of people. Often medical devices are approved because they kind of sort of look like existing products. And the problem is that when you put it into the real world, which is where we all are, and real people in a real environment use these products, things really can go awry. In fact, the clickers can go awry too. Okay, so here we are. Here's an illustration of just one little problem. If you look at the devices on the market that have been recalled over a 2-year period, over the last couple of years, just for design defects, it's up almost 500%. And why is this? It's because you don't know kind of what you don't know until real people test it. The goal of our company, the mission, is to make sure that in the that we can detect these sorts of issues and problems as soon as possible. So we deal with very, very large data of real-world evidence, from patient complaints to regulatory filings to publications. Much of this is unstructured data. Some of it is structured, and it goes back years, so you can see patterns and trends of adverse events and product problems. We do this by using language processing and machine learning. In fact, kudos and shout out to Greg in our company, who is the inventor of our new patent, which is going to be granted on October 23rd, yay. But we do this because we can process and understand vast quantities of these healthcare feedbacks. So for example, there are literally millions of devices on the market, hundreds of thousands of drugs, and our data points are when there's an interaction with these products and a feedback either in a publication, a clinical trial, or a report. So there's actually in this slide 3 different software robots on the market. And what you want to do is, first of all, understand that everything is going to have problems. So one of your ideas in risk selection, if you're a financial group, is to try to get the one that's least dangerous. This is a class of products that uses robotics to assist with neurosurgery. Obviously, this is not the type of stuff you want to go wrong. And what you can do is look, or what you can do in our data, is to look and say, of the units in the class, which ones seem to be better? And what we found is that group with all those bars has a huge amount of software problems within their robotic system. The truth, by the way, is that medical device companies, and maybe some people in the room can help with this, don't develop software at all well. They're very, very poor software developers. They might be great medical device companies. But what you want to do is, this is something over a very short period of time, and we're able to detect that for this particular product, there seems to be a huge amount of software issues as they're doing this neurosurgery, and this is causing adverse events. This is not good. And our clients, who are mostly insurance companies, are really interested in risk selection in this, finding the right product. And our clients, who are medical device companies and pharmaceutical companies, are looking at this sort of data for competitive advantage. In addition, you can look at your overall portfolio of everything you invest in or everything that's out there and say, we want to understand where the risks are and what our product portfolio aggregation is for certain risky products. So this is pretty much what we do. We've been doing this for a while, and we are pretty pleased to, I think, be at the forefront of being able to detect these medical product issues as soon as possible. This is good for patient safety and obviously good for the financial firms that we work with. Thank you very much.
On to the second.
We do our best.
Thank you. We have a question.
You're a gentleman and scholar.
Yes, one over there. There you go.
Does your data remain unstructured, or do you absorb it into a structured database?
We absorb it, we numericize it, so we can compare issues, so we can tell you all the product problems and all the adverse events and everything in terms of comparative numbers, so we can build predictive models.
That was quick. Did we have another one? I was interested about the business and sales side of this. Like, how do you sell, and who do you go after specifically?
Our major client base is product liability insurers, and we sell a very large software product where you can look at 60,000 companies, every single product, every trend, every adverse event, every product problem, look at the aggregation and compare the devices within that.
All right, very good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.